Hi, and welcome to Coral Conversations. You're here with Jessica, and
Angelina.
we're so happy to have our next episode and talk about some interesting topics. I know Angelina has some up her sleeve.
Yes, I have four specifically topics
Okay,
with so many fun questions to them. So
awesome.
let's begin. So the first topic we have is the daily wellness routines and rituals.
Mhm.
And the first question to it is what's one non-negotiable thing you do every morning that sets the tone for your whole day?
That's a good question. I need to channel it into wellness because immediately I'm like, dress my bed or make my bed. I like that because it kind of helps me to know that I'm like, okay, I'm up, putting things
Hmm.
together, stuff like
Yes.
that. More recently, I've been doing my best to get my lemon water in first thing in the
Oh,
morning.
okay.
So yeah, just before I can even think, I'm just like, okay, where's my lemon water? Right beside my bed, and then I drink that. So trying to keep that as a habit. What about you?
Same. I was thinking about, well, my coffee. That's definitely the most important to me. But
You already
I
know.
think, right. I think the most important thing to me is that I have this alarm clock that I just bought, and it adds light into the room and it wakes you
Mm.
up with birds chirping. And I that's really added a good way for me to wake up every morning, but also my coffee. And waking up and doing my morning skincare always really helps. I have these eye patches that I use that I love.
I love that for you. And also really like the morning chirping of the birds. I didn't think
Hmm.
about that, but that's a way to wake up like a Disney princess and just calm.
Yes.
My alarm clock would never. So I think I need to switch it up.
Yeah, it's really helped because I would also use just the iPhone alarm and it's so
Hmm.
loud and
Yeah,
really disrupts you. But this wakes you up in a very gentle Princess Aurora kind of way.
I love that. And when did you start doing that?
I think about 2 months ago I
Okay,
bought
so
it and
recently.
yeah,
Awesome.
but I've noticed a good difference in the mornings.
I love it.
Yeah.
Another thing I will say that I do, if I'm lucky enough to wake up after the sun is already out, I'll try and open like my windows. I like the fresh light in the morning, so it kind of makes the day start
Hmm.
like a movie. So I like it.
Yes, yes. Like there's just the sun rays shining on you, and you're like, oh,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
that's so important. Yes, my mom
Yes.
always says fresh air in the morning is the most important thing, but
Yeah.
I'm cold all the time, so I can't do that most of the time.
At least maybe later in the day.
Yes, yes, later in the day, of course.
Awesome. I love this.
Um, yeah. So the next question is, do you think your wellness routine is more about discipline or self-love?
Hmm. For me, I think it's more about self-love. I will do my best to be disciplined, and maybe discipline is a form of self-love, but what motivates me isn't like, oh, I'm so disciplined. It's, oh, I love myself. I'm trying to take care of
Mhm.
myself. So that's my personal motivation. How does it work for you?
Mine is very self-love, but not even in the form of discipline or motivation. I'm just, I have my computer next to me and I work in bed if I need to sometimes. And I'll just really let myself rest in the morning
Hmm.
because I just find the more I rest weirdly in the morning, the more energized and productive I am throughout the rest of the day. So I really
Hmm.
like to take my morning slow, just have my breakfast, have my
Right,
time.
right.
Um, and I do think there's a form of self, not hate, but not love, because I do go on my phone, which is not good. Sometimes, as soon as I open my eyes, I'm like, what's going on TikTok now? But I need to stop that. I do try to stop that now. Um, but yeah, I definitely think self-love as well.
I like that. And with what you just said about having your morning start slow, do you think it's easier because you're living in Europe compared to when you lived in Los Angeles, or have you always been like that?
I think I've always been like that. I
Okay.
remember during college, I would choose classes that started a little later, that I could have my little morning routine moment. And sometimes my advisor would be like, "You need to do this course." And I'd be like, "I will, but next semester because it starts at a later time." And they're
I
like,
love that for
"Okay."
you. I wish I was like you sooner because For me, I don't know if I just always thought things were in a rush. I'm like, I have to do this now. Like, get up, get ready. Even if I would be so tired, which I noticed, like, okay, there's diminishing returns there, right? Because you wake up so
Mm,
early if you're too tired, and then you're moving at a slower rate than if you had just rested
yes.
and then started.
Hmm.
For me, I was always the kind of person where I'm just trying to make the most of my time. Like, get up,
Hmm.
accomplish this, read this book, go on this walk.
Right.
And then I
All
realized
before
I'm
10 a.m.
all before like 10, 11 a.m. And then I realized like that's not meant to be life, you know? Growing up, going to
Hmm.
school, maybe always like trying to be like first in my class, all A's and stuff. And then I'm like, okay, I
Hmm.
graduated. I have a job.
Yeah. You,
It's
we can
okay.
relax.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes,
So
yes.
I
I
love
think
that
my
you were
brother's
like that.
actually the same way.
Oh,
Yeah. No, my
really?
brother's actually the same like as you. He's even recently he tried to wake up at 6 a.m. every day to go to the gym. He did that for a couple days and he was like, oh, never mind. I was like, why are you doing that?
Right?
But
I'm like, okay, is it the discipline or is it like punishment? Like, what is it? But I'm
yeah.
sticking to the side of discipline and self-love, but then knowing that it's not life and death. It's okay.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes you have to just let yourself relax and chill and take it slow. I
Yes,
agree.
yes.
Yes.
Awesome. I'm loving these questions.
Okay. Okay, next question. Do you believe in keeping the same wellness routine every day or switching it up depending on your mood?
Hmm. I'm switch it up depending on my mood, if I'm really honest. I'll try my best to have like maybe the same routine for a certain season. Like, so maybe for like a couple weeks or a month, it'll be the same. But after all, I'll switch it up just because I need variety in my life.
Hmm.
But I notice that I do the same elements, for example. So it's like, okay,
Right.
I might like always like wake up, make sure like I cleanse my skin or do something. And depending on like the skincare, I might switch it up just because I need to see variety or so it's like I do
Hmm.
the same things, but maybe the products I use are different.
Right, just to add a little bit of interest, a little bit of something new. That's good.
Yes.
I'm the complete opposite. It's always the same breakfast, the same even coffee capsule, always the same.
I love that.
Same morning products because I have very sensitive skin, so I'm scared
Yeah.
usually
Okay.
to try anything new. Yeah, always the same. I have my little bread and butter with jam in the morning and my little coffee. And that's it. And every morning, and my family's like, try something else, have eggs. And I'm like,
No, thank you.
no, it's not for me.
I For me, I wish I was like you, or at least I admire people like you. For me, when I'm watching like YouTube videos or like influencers for inspiration, I'm so inspired by the people who could do the same thing every day. Like I wish that was me, but it's not, and I've come to accept that. Because like for you, it's truly a daily routine, but I think I found a
Mhm.
happy medium. But I think don't put yourself down on that. I like that you can do the same thing every day, because then also it reduces decision fatigue. You're not thinking about, what should I do
Um,
today? You already know.
wish I had. Yes,
Mhm.
I'm actually the opposite because I'm always like, oh, I love that people can just wake up and this day have eggs and this day have pancakes or yogurt. I can't. I'm like, no, I need my carbs in the morning, whether it's a
Yeah.
croissant or a random piece of bread or toast. I need that
Yes.
specifically.
Yes. And for me, it's again, maybe mood or, seeing how it is.
I mean, that's fun. Both routines, I think, are good, are
Yeah.
great.
Yes.
Um, okay, so next topic is social
Mhm.
media trends, healing
Okay.
or hype.
Okay.
So the first question is almost even a game, if we can
Okay.
call it that.
Yeah.
It's a game called healing or hype. So I'm going to name certain trends, and then your answer will have to be healing or hype,
Okay.
and then an explanation, of course. Okay,
Awesome.
so the first one, 10K steps.
I think that's definitely healing. You should always get your steps in. So I don't think you can really go wrong with that. Yes, it's a trend, but I think it's a healing trend. And I've been
Hmm.
learning that it's been helping to lower people's like cortisol levels and it's just good.
Hmm.
I'm sure for people living anywhere other than the US, it's like obviously we're always walking, but for here, it's definitely healing.
Yes, yeah, I think it's healing everywhere, if I'm being honest. I love, especially during the summer, I
Mhm.
always feel the difference when I'm walking a lot more, whereas during the
Right.
winter, it's too cold to walk, so we're always in
Right.
cars. Yeah,
Hmm.
you really do feel the difference, even with just how your body moves and, and just your stress levels, your digestion,
Hmm.
everything really helps.
Improves. Yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
Okay, next trend, chia seed pudding.
I need to try and get into it. I think we talked about this before. I'm gonna try it and see how it is. Um, I would say it's somewhere in the middle. Like it's probably really a trend. But I know the core of it is like for people to get their fiber. How long it's gonna
Hmm.
last, I don't know. It depends on how people like the texture. So
Hmm.
if I'm just being really honest, I will say hype personally. But I want to try it before I judge it all the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with hype because I think there's other ways to get the fiber, or
Right.
I'm not sure what else people really eat that for, unless it's just fiber, maybe digestion. But
Yeah,
for me, it's hype because on very thankfully, my genetics, I have really fast digestion and
love
metabolism,
it.
so I don't need that.
I love that for you.
But yeah, but I also don't like the texture, so I'm just gonna go with hype.
Yeah. I need to see like I've seen people say they blend it. There's just different ways. But like a
Mhm.
lot of these things that I'm seeing that's like going viral on TikTok, I'm like, okay, maybe we should try it. We'll see.
Yes, yes. I used to eat it a lot more when I was vegan.
Hmm.
I was vegan a couple years ago, but
Okay.
I don't really want to eat them anymore. I don't really go towards chia seed pudding
Yeah.
anymore. Okay, next trend is
Mhm.
protein only diets.
Yeah, that's all hype. Absolutely not. I think I tried it because I was like, okay, the gym girlies are saying do protein, get your protein, get like almost 200 grams of protein. And it didn't work for me. I didn't feel energized. I didn't really feel good. I'm like, I need vegetables, like hello, fruit. And so for me, that's hype.
I agree. I
Yeah.
just don't understand protein only. Where about
Hmm.
other vitamins, the
Right.
carbs, the fiber, everything else? You need a well-rounded diet, not just very strict. Also, I feel like it takes away from living your life and enjoying life,
I
being super
agree.
strict with your diet.
Right.
So
And
hype.
there's a reason why it's called macronutrients. You need all of
Mhm.
them, like the
Yes,
protein, the fats, like the carbohydrates. So,
exactly.
yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry. Sorry, protein only.
Yes, we like to follow the food pyramid. We like to get
Yes.
everything in abundance.
Yes. And especially working at
Um,
Coral Club.
yes, exactly. Okay, there are two more.
Hmm.
So the next one is cottage cheese.
It depends on the type of cottage cheese. I'm gonna go in the middle with this one again. Like the way that I've seen the trends where it's like you have to, if you want to meet your protein goals, just get it in, get your cottage cheese in. And there's a time that I really, really tried to like it.
Hmm.
I figured I like it depending on the texture because I guess they're not all made the same. So
Hmm.
I would say in the middle. I don't want to say that it's hype. I would say it's closer to healing because it's an easy way to get your protein intake and put it in your diet. But depending on, maybe if you like it or not, that's where it is. So maybe it's more of a personal thing for me, but I would say in the middle, but leaning closer to healing side.
Right. I would say it's healing, but I
Okay.
think mine really comes from the fact that I grew up with Russian blood.
Okay.
My mom's grew up very Russian as well, so we always ate a lot of cottage cheese. My mom would
Hmm.
always make sure we're eating a lot of it because
Hmm.
of the probiotics inside of it, and
Okay.
then it really
Okay.
helps your gut and your digestion. And yeah, I don't know. I just always grow up hearing you have to eat cottage cheese. It's the most healthy thing in the world for you. You have to eat it every morning, every day. We have crepes with them inside.
Wow.
We have pancakes with them inside. Those are
Mhm.
actually really good.
Okay.
We add honey to them. So that's a
Hmm.
tip. If it doesn't taste that nice, you can do
Okay.
that. Um, but yeah, no. So for
Okay.
me, I would say it's healing.
So then you might have just encouraged me to try it more. So you don't want to knock it till you try it. So I try to be very
Mm-mm.
open as much as I can. Maybe I just need the right recipe because sometimes I see stuff
Yes.
and I'm just like, I don't know.
Mm.
But I'll try it and maybe ask you for a recipe or something.
Yes, I would definitely look up Russian recipes, or
Okay,
I can
okay.
send you my mom's.
Okay, either way, we'll be happy to have it.
Okay, perfect. And then the last trend
Okay.
is Stairmaster. Healing or hype?
Healing, healing, healing,
Oh.
healing. But also I like Stairmaster. I feel like at first you're trying to like catch your breath, but after a while you get used to it. I don't know what I'm training
Mm.
for, but I like to use the Stairmaster. So healing for me. What about you?
I have to say I've only tried it once, and it was years ago. My gym
Okay.
doesn't have it. But I feel like it's hype, but I don't
Hmm.
know. I know my friend really loves it. She is
Yeah.
always just on the Stairmaster, but I feel like you can do the same with the treadmill, but I
You
don't know.
can. You actually can.
Okay.
So I think it's really, again, like personal preference. Now it's a little
Hmm.
bit like of a trendy thing. Everybody's like, summer, get like, get
Get
healthy,
on the
get ready, get on
Stairmaster.
the Stairmaster. And for me, I'm like, wait, I actually like it here. So I just kept up with it.
Oh my, I feel like it's really healing. People are always making videos, each step for whoever's done you wrong, or each step
Oh,
for, the
wow.
perfect summer body. Just motivation, like really good motivation for you. But
I guess it's really intense for people. Yeah, for me, I'm just like listening to my music and on the Stairmaster. So it's not like that serious for me in terms of
yes.
like revenge. No, it's not like that. It's more of like it's fun.
Yeah,
So
that's how I feel
nice.
about the treadmill whenever I'm on it. I'm just listening to my music, pretending
Hmm.
I'm on stage and
You
performing, and just having a
know,
good time.
we're similar in that way.
Yes.
So funny. I love
Okay.
these questions. Yes.
Okay, well, the next question is which
Okay.
viral wellness trend totally did not work for you?
Hmm. I need to think about that one. Do you have an answer already? And I'll think.
I do actually.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
one that has to do with the apple cider vinegar trend that was
Okay.
happening a bit while back.
Hmm.
Everyone was saying it was perfect for your gut health. I think there are still
Hmm.
some people who do say that, but for
Right.
me, it did not help. It actually made it
Hmm.
worse. My
Yeah.
stomach was in pain. It was too much for me personally, my body, I think.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think when it comes to trends like that, I'm a little bit more
Yeah.
cautious, a little bit
Yeah.
scared, do more research on it instead of just, Mom, we need to buy apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
like a little thing of it every morning, a little cup, not a cup, but
Yeah.
a little tiny bit of it every morning. I actually remember my mom was like, don't do that. That sounds very intense for your body. But yeah,
I feel like I
I
like your
learned the
mom
hard way.
already. She gives a lot of good advice. Yeah, I now that you said that, I'm thinking of for me pre-workout. I really don't
Oh.
get it for me personally. I know that's still like trending. I rather drink like maybe even just coffee, if at all. So yeah, I don't want to be like kind of hyped up on so much caffeine. So I don't know if that's technically a health trend, but I know that's like really big in the kind of like the gym influencer
Hmm.
space. Like everybody's like sometimes they take it just the powder dry, and I'm like, wow, I
Wow.
don't know how you guys do that. But yeah, for me, I think that's a trend that hasn't really stuck with me. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I've never tried any of those, so I'll take your word for it. I'm
Yeah.
good. Okay, and then last question for
Okay.
this topic is,
Okay.
do social media trends help you feel motivated or pressured to keep up?
Hmm. I will say I never really allow social media to ever make me feel pressured to do anything. So I'll start there. I think it gets me motivated because it helps me to think outside of the box. Again, I like variety. I like to do different things. So maybe it gives me inspiration or it helps me to maybe kind of get things that maybe seemed mundane after a
Mhm.
long period of time to become refreshed and try something new. So I think I get inspired and motivated by them instead of like pressured to keep up
Hmm.
with like the status quo.
Yes, I agree. I've always felt that way as well. I don't really allow social media or anyone on social media to make me feel bad about myself or feel
Right.
pressured to do anything. It always inspires me more,
Hmm.
even if it's something small like a hair clip that people are using or an outfit that they can wear to the gym, um, or a certain workout routine. I
Right.
think it always more so motivates me and makes me think, "Ooh, I'll do that next time I go." And let's see how it works for me. But yeah, that's good. That's really
Yeah.
good that we don't let them that don't let social media pressure us because I know a couple people who do, and
Yeah.
it's a lot more difficult for them
Mm.
because sadly, social media is our world now. So
Right.
if it does pressure you, I can't even imagine how difficult that is.
Yeah, and kind of on the topic of health and wellness, what do you think that is? It could be like our generation. Like we grew up in the time where it's like, okay, we still played outside and then social media kind of came in.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's like a thing of a generational gap where maybe younger generations grew up only on social media, so they feel like that
Right.
is their entire world. What do you think?
Hmm. Yeah, I think that does definitely have to do with it. And I also think we grew up with a different social media where
Hmm.
it was a little
Yeah,
bit
that's true.
more real,
Like,
if that
yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Hmm.
So it, we're a little bit less feel don't really feel, oh, we have to be this certain way.
Right, right.
I think we kind of grew up in a everyone is different, love yourself kind of
Hmm.
social media
Hmm.
or yeah, and I think the younger generation bullying has really come
Yeah.
back on social media right
It's so
now. So,
true. Bullying is
mm,
intense on social media. So it's good to kind of keep your ground. I think
mm,
another thing, having like African parents, they're like, okay, so if somebody does something, do you have to do it? So for me,
same.
like that kind of gets in my mind. I'm like, okay, so just because everybody's like breaking their bank, doing all of this, do I have to do that?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So I think
No.
also it's a mindset thing and how I was raised. Like I have one thing, I've never been into peer pressure, has never worked on me my entire lifetime.
Mm.
So, so I think that's why it's easier
Yeah.
for me. I just get inspired and I don't feel any way if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't.
Yeah, exactly the same way. My parents also, they're like, if someone jumps off a bridge, are you jumping? I'm like, no. But yeah, also I never felt peer pressured, even if something as silly as listening to a certain type of artist and everyone else listens
Hmm.
to that type of artist. I
Right.
never felt embarrassed or ashamed that I'm jamming out to One Direction. Like I
Okay,
don't
or
care.
Disney or Paramore or
Yes,
like one
yes,
thing I love about my
exactly.
parents, they did give me like diverse music tastes. Like
Mm,
as a side note, my dad, he was a DJ. So one thing I was really lucky for, like growing up, I mean, he's had infinite like jobs, like also pharmacist, all those different
mhm.
things. But I always had like a diversity of like music and interests. So I think maybe just as like a tip to everybody, just keep your individuality. You don't have
Mhm.
to really kind of be pressured to do something that doesn't make sense for you, especially when it
Exactly.
comes to your health and wellness. I think that's the most
Hmm.
personal thing that people
Yes.
shouldn't just take what one person says and
Hmm.
generalize it for every
Exactly.
area of their life.
Yes, it's such an individual aspect of health and wellness. It something that works for you doesn't mean it's going to work for everybody, or something that works
Right.
for the majority doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Um, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. You just have to be confident in your own growth and your
It's
own
true.
journey in wellness. Yes, I
Right.
agree.
And I think with that, it leads to reminding yourself not to compare because maybe you're comparing
Mhm.
yourself to somebody else's chapter when they have a whole different set of like
Yes.
issues or things that they deal with. So I think not comparing helps so much, even in our morning routines. I'm like,
Yeah.
let me wake up and see what it is today. And you're like, no, I have my breakfast planned out, my facial routine, everything that works for you and how I am works for me. So I think
Hmm.
it's good to just lean into who you are, but then find what
Exactly.
works for you to optimize on it.
Yes. Yes, I agree 100%. Well said.
Thank you. And thank you for the amazing questions. Please keep them coming.
Cool. So the next topic is Coral Club product we're excited to try next.
Mm.
And the first question is what Coral Club product that we secretly can't wait to add to our wellness stack?
Mm. So at the time of this recording, we have a new flavor to a product that we have our protein beauty mix coming out.
Hmm.
So I really want to try the orange and mango flavor. So excited to try
Mm.
that. I really want to add the promarine collagen tripeptides into my routine, actually, just because I've
Mm.
seen people use it and have amazing results. So that I just feel like I might as well start drinking collagen. There's no wrong time or better time to
I
start.
agree.
So
Hmm.
definitely want to incorporate those two.
Yes, I 100% agree with both of them. And the ones that I would love to add is the Coral Bright toothpaste
Okay.
because I wear Invisalign and I have really sensitive teeth right now.
Mhm.
And Coral Bright really helps with reducing that sensitivity. It just strengthens your teeth a little bit more, and it also protects against cavities, which is
That's
great because
good.
I just got a cavity removed a
Oh,
week ago.
sorry. Well, congrats, I guess. It's a
Thank
good
you.
thing.
Yeah, it's good. Now it's gone. But yeah, that's something I definitely want to try. And also evening formula, just
Okay.
because I sometimes it's very difficult for me to fall asleep.
Hmm.
Once I'm asleep, it's fine, but the falling asleep is the difficult part for me. So I really want to try that and
Yeah.
see how it affects me because I think it'll really help just to relax my
Calm
body.
before you sleep. Let me know
Hmm.
how those
Yes.
work out for you, and I'll let you know mine as well.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so is there a Coral Club product that we think everyone should try, but no
Hmm.
one's talking about it yet?
Ooh, that's a wonderful question. Let me think. I'm trying to
Okay.
see what nobody is really talking about. Not gonna hold you, Angelina. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna look at our website because
We just
we have
opened the
such,
website.
yeah, we have such a large range of products that even for
Hmm.
me, I want to kind of keep up. Let me go here. I actually, okay, so one of them that I really, really, really want to get into is our quadrobiotic for sure, because prebiotics and anything that has to do with like gut health is really important to me.
Hmm.
So there's
Hmm.
that. I definitely want to talk or try Go Detox and see. I've seen people get amazing results. I don't know if they're raving about it to me, but I think it's a great product that everybody who has tried it has said it's changed their life and has kind of set them up for their like new health journey.
Hmm.
And let me see. Oh, I everybody's always talking about Bilaron, but I really want to try Bilaron just because I feel like it's good for just joint health and unexpected upside, as people said it's good for their skin too. So those are
Wow.
the ones I want to try.
Hmm. I was going to say mindset,
Okay.
um, because I think that one everyone should try. I know maybe not that many people are talking about it, just
Right.
because we live in a world with so much stress,
Hmm.
where we have our phones, we're always reading news all over the world, um, and just in general, everyone is a lot more stressed out, a lot more
Yeah.
anxious than the human population really has ever been before. And I think mindset is definitely a product that people should try out and should be talking about
Awesome.
because
Awesome.
it's always important to help reduce stress, help improve focus and memory. Those are
Okay,
important
so
things.
I'll add it to my cart right now.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you. Wow, I love that. And I love that we have a product for literally everything. I,
Everything.
I don't think there's anything that's actually missing, and we always get better and better. There's always a new
Hmm.
formula, a new
Yes,
ingredient, and
always
just looking,
improving.
always improving, and just even looking at the ingredient list, there's so much in one product alone, and it's the best quality of each. So that's what
Yes.
I genuinely love about our products and stuff, and they
Hmm.
always work together like a
Yes,
system, for lack of better words. So definitely love
I
that.
agree. Okay, next question is if we
Mhm.
had to pick just one Coral Club item for the rest of the year, what's making the cut?
Just one.
Just one.
One is crazy. I need more. I would choose something that has to do with either hydration or digestion, just because that's
Hmm.
something that would help. I know we have our coral mine, and that's like the key product, but it's really that good. And I'm trying to think. You can't make me choose only one. You have to do them all together. Or unless I choose a product that has like a pack, like a
And
combination.
unpacked all of
So
them.
maybe we could just do like NutriPack and then just be good to go.
Yeah, one of my
Yeah,
options was definitely NutriPack.
right. Because
Yes.
then I have my combination of products and we can go
Mhm.
that way.
Yes, exactly. 100%. I was going to say NutriPack. And
Okay.
then I was actually going to go into the more beauty side of it and say the
Okay.
Ocean Glow masks. I live for
Yes.
those masks.
Oh my goodness. And I think we have a sale now, so I'm going to add that to my cart
Yes, we
as we
do.
speak. Yeah, we do. Let
Mm,
me see. They're on now until the end of June. So,
exactly.
wow. Yeah, I'm adding that to my cart. Which one is your favorite? Have you tried like the different like the Advanced Collagen, Hydro Boost, or Skin Harmony? Which one have you mostly tried?
I've tried the Soothing and the Hydra
Okay.
Boost.
Okay.
I haven't tried the collagen one yet. That one's
Okay.
next on
I want to
my
start with
trying
Skin
list.
Harmony. Yeah, definitely need to try that. And I
Mhm.
also want to try Skin Harmony. But
Yes,
I
I
might
love
just
Skin
do,
Harmony.
yeah, I've seen such great reviews from that one.
Yes, I love that.
Amazing.
And I love the hydration one for winter, especially because
Mm,
it's just, especially here in Moscow, it gets so cold. It's so important to
mhm.
keep hydrating your skin all the time so it doesn't,
For
you know,
sure.
get bad.
For sure.
Okay. So the next and last topic is
Okay.
health goals as young professionals. And
hmm
the first question is, what does health mean for us now that we're juggling careers, schedules, and maybe feel a little bit burnt out?
Mm. I think for me, health in that way is me taking a more balanced approach. Typically, with my personality, I'm all or nothing, but I realize that does not work when it comes to health. You can't just say, oh, either I'm doing everything 100% correct or leaving it. So for me, if it means like getting up in the morning and I don't maybe have an hour and a half to do like a long gym workout, even if it's 30 to 45 minutes, still going and just finding times and ways to kind of add to my health routine in a positive way. I think that's
hmm
what health means to me as a busy like professional, making time for what you're able to do and doing something rather than nothing.
Yes, yes, I agree 100%. Even with me, the way I balance it is I go to the gym twice a week, which
Mhm.
to some people it's not a lot, maybe, but to me, I can feel the difference. Even just
Right.
the twice a week, it really helps my body relax, helps my muscles moving,
hmm
and just even helps my brain kind of feel more productive afterwards. I always find that after my gym sessions, I come back home and I'm just a lot more focused
Yes.
and a lot more productive, a lot more efficient in what I do.
hmm
So, yes, I think just finding that little time period that you can just focus on yourself, focus on your body
Yeah.
and your wellness is so important.
I love that. So I guess for both of us, just balance and seeing what
And
works and what you can be consistent with. I think when you
yes,
have, I really had to ditch or kind of forego that all or nothing mindset because if you start or continue your life like that, you can never get anywhere because conditions will
exactly.
not be perfect 100% of the time.
hmm
So it's like, okay, what can I do now? And I'm finding that it's like compound interest. It has effects that return in a way that maybe you might not notice. But yes, I
hmm
will say a lot of my workout at first, I'm like, yes, I want to look good. I want to feel good. But now also too, it's for my mental health. As you said, it's
Yes.
really good. It helps your mind to focus. So yeah.
hmm Yeah, 100%. I agree. Every single time after a workout, I'm like, oh, my mind just feels so much more clear. I feel like I can conquer the world. I can do
Yes.
everything.
Yes. Happy side
Yes.
effects.
Yes, it's always good to find the perfect balance.
Right, right.
Okay, next question is if we could
hmm
master just one healthy habit this year, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. Let me think. One thing. It's always hard when everybody's like, "Oh yeah, what's your one thing? What's your favorite thing?" Those are always the toughest questions for
Yes.
me because it could change really depending on the day.
hmm
But one healthy habit, I was gonna say, can I say two? But for sure, I would just say me trying to find an answer that's a combination of everything Okay, I won't do that. It's okay. Hydration, just really doing my best to stay hydrated, drink water. Sometimes when I get into like a flow or like work or if I'm busy running errands, like I just want to focus on that one thing that I'm doing at the time. And then it's like 4 hours go by, I haven't drunk water. I'm like, wait, where did the time
Yeah.
go? What has happened? So kind of being more um, mindful to stay hydrated because I realize it affects not only my productivity, it affects my skin, it affects my energy levels in ways that maybe I don't fully appreciate it until it's not there. So if there's one and truly one habit, I would say really getting my hydration in, and I'm doing my best to get it in the morning, especially because that's like the best time, like to wake up after like kind of like fasting all night. So hydration.
That's a really good one. It's so important because I
Mhm.
also agree. Whenever I understand that I haven't had water in hours, like my brain is groggy. I'm like not, I can't focus. I can't remember anything. So hydration is so important. I always tell everyone around me, I'm like, did you drink water? Drink
Yeah.
water.
I wonder
Don't
what
forget.
is that, especially with girls. I'm just like, why do we forget? It's like, oh, I'm feeling really bad. It's like, did you eat? Did you drink water? Did
Yeah.
you
Did you
have the
drink
basic
water?
necessities?
No,
No.
I had coffee. I should be fine. But
Yeah,
you're not.
so I need to have hydration, especially as a coffee lover too.
Yes, exactly. Mine would be eat less carbs, which is
Okay.
very strange to say, but I just eat a lot of pasta, a lot of rice, a lot of bread in the morning,
hmm
especially.
hmm
And I don't want to completely cut it out because it makes me really happy, but just like lessen it a little bit because it's not the best for your intestines. It's very
Mm,
heavy. It's not
right.
good for your skin. It's just in
hmm
general not the best to have them all the time.
hmm
I had pasta twice yesterday, so I really need to just
So you mean
work
like
on that.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner you have? Okay, so yeah, maybe have balance.
Yeah.
What do you do then when it's very cultural? Because like I feel like especially like rice, carbs are quite heavy in our cultures. So then what's the remedy? Is it maybe just adding different things to your plate and hoping to maybe
Yes.
lessen the other, or what is your strategy?
Yes, I think my strategy is just the portion size of the carb,
Okay.
make it less. The protein, whether it's chicken or just anything really, just make that part a little bit
Okay.
more of the portion. And then also adding a salad on the side is
Okay.
so important because salads really fill you up.
Right.
Um, and I think that's just going to be my strategy from now on. And
Yeah.
snacking during the day
Mm.
because carbs do fill you up and give you energy. But I think just replacing that with snacking from time to time, healthy
hmm
snacks, whether it's
Right.
carrots or cucumbers with hummus, um,
Yeah.
I think it'll be much better for my body than just having spaghetti all the time.
And it affects there's an influencer slash health guru. I think her name is Glucose Goddess that I've seen her on
Mm.
like YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that. And one thing that she says helps is like eating certain things in a certain order. So maybe instead of starting with carbs, you start with like your vegetables or your proteins and then do the carbs last. I think that'll
Mm.
also help you to lessen it naturally by just eating around. And then it
Mm.
also doesn't spike your blood sugar
Blood
levels,
sugar.
which is why I didn't know. And funny enough, she says something that you would not like at all is like if you're
Ugh.
gonna do a lot of carbs, you can use apple cider vinegar beforehand.
Oh, I'm good.
But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. Maybe start with vegetables and
Yeah,
something
I'll
else.
I'll stick with the salads and the chicken.
Right, right. Because I think sometimes like when you do something in health, just like life, the more you do something, the more you want to do that thing. So it
Yes.
could be like as your blood sugar is like spiking and it's like, oh, I love these carbs, you want
Yeah.
to continue. So I like that that's a goal and maybe you can check out that strategy, see if it works for you.
Yes.
Not the apple cider
Yes.
vinegar part, but maybe like
Not
as
that
you
part,
said,
but the other
yeah,
parts.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. I definitely will try that out because I've noticed it's been a little too much lately. So I need to stop.
You're like,
Like it's
pause.
to the point where my brother's like, "You're eating pasta all the time. Like, are you okay?" Like,
In your
yeah,
defense, pasta is quite good,
it's
but yeah, it's
so
good. It's
good.
good to have balance in
Yeah,
your life.
it really is. So important. But okay, so the last question that we have for today is how
Sure.
do we stay grounded in our health goals when everything else feels go, go, go?
Hmm. It's funny you say this because for me it might not be like a conscious grounding for me. It'll happen spontaneously. So maybe I'll just like, late night one day be like, am I doing good in health? Am I doing good in life? And then I'll start like assessing my whole entire life and writing
Making a
things
mood
down.
board
Yeah.
at like 2 a.m.
Yes. Precisely. That's really specific, Angelina. Wow. And then, and or I'll be on Pinterest or like I'll scroll or I'll see something that's highly motivating. I'm like, am I doing the best I can? Am I like, I'll
Hmm.
do a full assessment and then I'll get my life together and like focus on daily and I'll break it down. I'm like, okay, this is my month goal. Let me break it down by day and like my checklist for each thing. So I think what keeps me grounded is like those random times of assessment and then seeing like life is going by.
Hmm.
It's already like as we're recording this, like June going into July, it's like, okay,
Hmm.
what are we doing? So that kind of like helps me to like have those like midnight reassessments of my life and go
Hmm.
from there. And then the grounding part comes from seeing what I can honestly do with myself, like consistently every day.
Yes.
That's like not a burden. Sometimes I have the need to do everything all at once. But then I noticed that like that kind of causes inaction and inactivity because
Hmm.
I look at my list, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna accomplish that. But
Hmm.
if I
Feeling
have like,
overwhelmed.
yeah, but if I have like three or four things that are non-negotiable every day, like, okay, I drank water, I got my steps in, I worked out like, at least three, four times minimum in a week for me. Having those different like checklists helps me to actually accomplish them. And then in that, it's highly
Hmm.
grounding because it's like, okay, I'm starting my day with a win. And even if I didn't do everything, at least I've done something.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
so important. I like that you said that is that honestly, what can you do? Because
Right.
I think that's really the first step is being honest with yourself and how much you can
Hmm.
actually do
Right.
currently, and then maybe you can increase it later.
Hmm.
Because sometimes you just tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna do this and this and this and this. I'm gonna do everything in the world, and then you're so, you're just like overwhelmed, and you just end up, I'm just gonna watch a movie. I'm not
Right.
doing anything. Yeah, but I agree with that. I think exactly the same for me. I always
Hmm.
find random bursts of inspiration and motivation that keeps me going for the
Yeah.
next like week or two.
Hmm.
And for me, that comes from Pinterest as well. But
Hmm.
also, I find that if my algorithm on Instagram
Hmm.
and on TikTok really help me as well, because
I love
it's
that.
not only just funny videos, but it's also inspiration and motivational
Hmm.
videos, which is always good to have when you're just
Right.
scrolling mindlessly sometimes. Just having that random inspiration really come
Yeah.
at you just through the screen is always good. And yeah, I think
Yeah.
just grounding yourself, making sure I can do this week and actually
Right.
sticking to it is so
Hmm.
important instead of just being like, no, I'm going to do everything. And then you feel
Right.
disappointed in yourself. So it makes you backtrack, which is not good.
Yeah, it's good to have that balance because then you can look at like maybe you have like a goals in the beginning of the year and then you're
Mhm.
at the end of the year and you look back and you're like, what did I do? And it's like,
Yeah.
man, if I didn't put all those 10, 12 things on my list, I could have just put
Mhm.
like three or four and then given dedicated focus towards it and then actually accomplish them. And then for me, I
Yeah.
don't know, one day, I don't know if it was like my mind or my subconscious, I was like, nobody asked you to do all this. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Let me just do what I
Right.
know I'm able to do. Because sometimes it feels
Exactly.
like, oh my God, I have to do this, 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 become like an accomplished like author and this and that and that. And it's like, okay, first, like write 10 pages a day. Can you do that? That's just an example, but like breaking things down into actionable steps and remembering
Hmm.
that it's not by force, just do what you know you can do.
Uh-huh.
And then from there, you can add on to it. One rule, I like to learn about like different rules and principles. So one of them is like the 2 minute rule. I think I read it in a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Oh,
So
uh-huh.
there's a 2 minute rule where it's like if you're trying to start a habit, just do it for 2 minutes a day. Just show up. And there's times where it's like, okay, you did it, you showed up for 2 minutes, stop. just to build the habit. And then after a while, you learn that, oh, it's less intimidating and you continue doing
Mhm.
that. So, yeah,
Wow, that's a really good
that's why.
rule. I'm going to definitely try that out for new
Yeah.
habits. That's really good.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I agree.
Amazing. Angelina, thank you so much for all the amazing questions. I hope
Of
everybody that's
course.
listening will find it interesting or maybe be inspired or maybe even just assess how they are in their life. As
Mhm.
always, we're going to end the podcast with a question of what does wellness look like for you? And I know we asked it in the last episode, but maybe as of today, right now in this season, what does wellness look like for you?
I think wellness for me today specifically
Mhm.
is really actually keeping up with the motivation. And I have found that I keep up with it the best is when I talk about it the most. And thankfully, I love to talk. So whenever I'm talking with my friends, I always make sure to bring up whatever I need to feel motivated about. And then
Yes.
the more I talk about it, the more I understand, oh, go do it. So yeah, I think for me, wellness right now is really about motivation and not pushing myself in just where it's too much and it's
Right.
overwhelming, but pushing myself in a way where you know you can do this, so just go do it. Don't put it off. It'll be good for you. It'll be good for your health.
Mhm.
It'll be for your mind. So just go do it.
I
And
love
that's
that.
me.
And the reason I love it so much is because mine is similar, but the opposite. So I was going to say,
That's so funny.
so funny. Okay, I was gonna say discipline, actually showing up for myself and doing the things I said I was gonna do. But where it's different from yours is like instead of talking about it, for me, like don't talk about it, just do it. Like don't even say a
Mhm.
word. Because sometimes for me, when I talk about things that I want to do, it kind of gives me a false sense of like, yeah, I did that, but it's like, no, you didn't. So for me, just having the discipline and really just diminishing or lowering the barriers and not making it such a big deal. Like, yeah, be hydrated.
Right.
Yeah, take your supplements. Like making it not seem like it's such a huge feat. And
Mhm.
so doing it, showing up, not really saying too much about it until I get back or until I,
Oh.
accomplish the thing. And then another thing that helps me is like visual. So say I'm like, okay,
Mhm.
I need to drink more water. I'll remember it if I see like a big jug of water right beside my bed. Or if
That
I
makes
need to
sense.
take vitamins, like I'll remember it if I see like my, supplements
Mhm.
like things. So having it like in a where I can see it and then not talking about it. Me, I like to talk too. But I noticed that it was working against me because I was talking about it so much and not doing it. And I think that's
Mhm.
something I've been trying to change instead of just talking about like, oh, I'm going to accomplish this, this, this in my personal life. Because professionally, before I even say anything, it's already done. Like that's one thing I appreciate about
Incredible.
myself and that I'm very disciplined professionally, but in my personal life, just increasing that. And maybe, again, we don't really compare. Maybe I'm doing better than most, but then not really having that comparison, seeing how I think with everybody, you have your own level of grace and things you're good at, and being honest with yourself, like, am I being the best of to my capability, if that makes sense? And
Yes.
if I was being honest, I'm being better than most, but not the best to what I know I personally can do. So doing that
Right.
more and showing up. And I'm so grateful that you answered and I answered because I love difference. I don't like when everybody's
Hmm.
like the same. So I
The
love
same.
that like you have your own way and I have my own way because it shows that you can still be amazing and accomplish so much without having to, be robotic or do the same thing
Mhm.
that everybody else is doing.
Exactly. Yes. And everything, just so many different things work for different people.
Right.
Just even us too. I like
Yeah.
to talk about it and for some reason I'm gonna get it done if I do that. And you're the complete opposite, which is so
hmm
interesting.
Well,
Hmm.
because sometimes when you put it out there, you're like, oh, I said it. Now I have to do it.
Now I have
Whereas,
to do it.
yes, whereas for me, it depends on what it is. If it's like health goals, it's like, no, just go do it, Like, thank you so much for a good conversation and
Thank you.
amazing thought-provoking questions. That's it for Coral Conversations today.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody. See you guys next week. Bye.